Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alana, 28 years old, living in Seattle, Washington. Grab some popcorn because this is going to be a long one. I'll try to keep it spoiler-free, but trust me, it's full of twists that still keep me up at night. Let me start from the beginning. My best friend Sarah and I met back in college at the University of Washington. She's also 28, originally from Portland, Oregon. Total Pacific Northwest girl. With that effortless vibe, long wavy blonde hair, and a laugh that could light up a room. We bonded over late-night study sessions and our shared love for adventure. After graduation, she moved to LA for a job in marketing, but we stayed super close. Video calls every week, memes all day, and at least one big trip a year to catch up in person. Last summer, we planned our annual getaway. Sarah was going through a rough patch. Her boyfriend Mike had just broken up with her after 3 years. He was this tech bro from San Francisco, always talking about startups and crypto. Anyway, she needed a reset, so I suggested a road trip up the California coast to Big Sur. It's stunning. Cliffs dropping into the ocean, redwood forests, hidden beaches. We booked an Airbnb cabin right on the edge of Pfeiffer Beach for a week. No guys, no drama, just us, wine, and the waves. Sounded perfect, right? We met in San Francisco. Sarah drove up from LA, and I flew down from Seattle. From the moment I saw her at the airport, hugging me with that big grin, I knew this trip was exactly what she needed. We rented a Jeep, blasted our playlist, think Taylor Swift, Fleetwood Mac, some old school Britney for laughs, and hit Highway 1. The drive was magical. We stopped at every viewpoint, took a million selfies with the ocean behind us, and ate way too many In-N-Out burgers. Sarah seemed happier than she'd been in months. That's so great to hear. By day 3, we arrived at the cabin. It was this cozy A-frame nestled in the trees, with a deck overlooking the Pacific. No cell service half the time, which we loved. Total digital detox. The first couple of nights were bliss. We'd hike during the day, exploring trails like the one to McWay Falls, where the waterfall crashes right onto the beach. Evenings were for bonfires, s'mores, and deep talks. Sarah confessed she was thinking about quitting her job and starting her own freelance gig. I told her about my crush on this guy from work, Jason, who's a photographer. We laughed until our sides hurt. But on the 4th night, things started getting weird. We decided to hike a lesser-known trail that the Airbnb host mentioned. Something called the Whispering Pines Loop. Oh, I'm scared. It's off the beaten path through dense forest with these massive redwoods that block out the sun. I know, and the host, an older guy named Tom from nearby Carmel? Exactly. They warned us it could be foggy and to stick to the markers. We shrugged it off. We're both experienced hikers, with apps and gear. I can't wait to adopt a dog when I get back to LA.
The hike started fine. Sarah, an hour in, the fog rolled in thick, like something out of a horror movie. We could barely see 10 feet ahead.
This is how every slasher film starts.
Yeah. Wait, did you hear that? A whistle? Like wind, but rhythmic. Almost like whispering. Did you hear that? Sounds like voices. I brushed it off as the ocean or wind. But deep down it creeped me out.
Pushed on, but Sarah started acting off. She kept glancing over her shoulder, saying she felt like someone was watching us. I didn't see anything, but the hairs on my neck stood up. Eventually, we made it to a clearing with this old, abandoned ranger station. Boarded up, covered in moss. Sarah wanted to poke around. She's always been the curious one. I stayed outside, taking photos on my phone. She went in for maybe 5 minutes, then came out looking pale.
Ilana, there's something in there, like old journals or something.
Journals? One mentioned disappearances in these woods back in the 80s. I laughed it off. Probably just urban legends to scare tourists.
But on the way back, Sarah was quiet.
That night at the cabin, she couldn't sleep. She kept pacing, saying she heard the whispering again outside the window. I chalked it up to the wine and the fog playing tricks, but I admit I double-checked the locks. The next day, day 5, we planned a chill beach day to shake off the weird vibes. Pfeiffer Beach is famous for its purple sand and that keyhole rock formation where the sun sets through it. But as the sun started dipping, she wanted to explore the tide pools farther down the beach, away from the crowds. I was tired from the hike the day before, so I said I'd stay by our spot and watch the stuff.
Okay, I'll be back soon!
Don't be long, I called after her. She waved, her silhouette getting smaller against the waves. That was the last time I saw her. I waited. 15 minutes turned into 30. The sun set, and the beach started emptying. I called her name, walked down to the tide pools, nothing. Her footprints just stopped at the water's edge. Panic set in. I ran back to the Jeep, drove around looking for her, but no sign. Cell service was spotty, but I finally got through to 911. The police arrived within the hour, local Monterey County Sheriff's Department. They took my statement, searched the beach with flashlights, but the tide was coming in, washing everything away. That night was a blur. They questioned me at the cabin. Did we argue? Was she depressed? Any enemies? I told them about Mike, the ex, but he had an alibi, partying in Vegas, confirmed by friends. They asked about drugs or alcohol. We had wine, but nothing crazy. Sarah's phone was gone with her, but her stuff was still in the cabin. Wallet, clothes, everything. The search went on for days. Helicopters, dogs, divers in the ocean. News crews showed up. It made local headlines. I stayed in a motel nearby, cooperating fully. But whispers started. People online saying maybe I did something. The best friend is always suspicious, one comment read. It hurt, but I got it. I was the last one who saw her. Years later, a postcard arrived from a small town in Montana. Mountains, her handwriting. I'm sorry. I needed to disappear. I'm safe. Don't look for me. Love you always. Police confirmed it was voluntary. She walked away that day to escape the debt, heartbreak, family drama, the depression swallowing her whole. She chose to vanish so no one could drag her back. I was devastated but relieved she was alive. I mourned the friendship, tried to move on, posted lighter content, dated a bit, focused on work. But I never stopped wondering where she was, if she was okay. Fast forward to 3 months after. I got a DM on Instagram from an account I didn't recognize. Just, Alana, it's me, can we talk? Attached was a photo of a woman with short hair standing in front of snowy mountains. Sarah, older but unmistakably her. My heart stopped. We messaged for days, then video called. She was in a tiny town outside Bozeman, Montana, working at a local cafe, living simply, debt mostly paid off through freelance gigs under a new name. She'd rebuilt slowly, found peace in the quiet. We agreed to meet. Neutral ground, Seattle. She flew in last week. We met at my favorite coffee shop downtown, the one with the big windows overlooking the sound. I got there early, nervous, heart racing. When she walked in, guys, time froze. She looked different, no makeup, wearing a simple flannel and jeans, but that smile, same Sarah smile. She teared up immediately. We hugged like we were making up for lost time. We sat, ordered lattes. She's like no time had passed at all. I'm so sorry, Alana. I was drowning. The debt was crushing. Credit cards, loans for mom after dad left. Mike's breakup was the dad. Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened? That trip, it was supposed to be a reset. But the more we talked about the future, the more I realized I couldn't go back to any of it. When I walked to those tide pools, I saw a trail up the cliff. A truck was parked nearby, some guy heading north. You didn't trust me? You couldn't tell me? I was ashamed. If I told you, you'd try to fix it, talk me out of it, help with money I didn't want to borrow. I needed to disappear completely. No ties. I thought vanishing would hurt less than dragging you down with me. We talked for hours about the guilt she carried, the quiet life she'd built, gardening, reading, even dating someone nice from the town, how she'd followed my channel anonymously, smiling at my videos if she felt she wasn't worthy to reach out. I was so angry, years of worry, wondering if she was dead. But hearing her confess it all, the pain, the fear, the depression that made her believe disappearing was the only kindness she could give everyone, I got it. Not fully, maybe never fully, but enough. Sarah, you broke my heart. But you're here now, alive, that's what matters. I forgive you, just don't disappear again, okay? Promise me we'll talk, I won't disappear again. We hugged again, laughed through tears about old college stories, planned a real trip, somewhere safe, together. No fog, no secrets.